Representative O'Day, you have the floor, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Speaker.
Good evening.
Or good early morning, sorry. So I do appreciate the good majority leader's discussions with us in making what we considered an untenable bill a little better. It's still, I will tell you, if this legislation passes, it will not create any more affordable housing in my humble opinion, in Connecticut in particular. But I do, I'm going to address my comments on the fair share. My colleague from the 17th District gave me a pin of Q. Q spent 6 hours with me, 2 hours in Middletown and 4 hours in New Canaan, going around, figuring out, seeing what affordable housing we had and what we could do to improve that. The fair share component in Section 516, I believe, makes things worse from my perspective, from our perspective. The Open Communities Alliance estimates that New Canaan needs an additional 1,775 units. We have 7,500 units in our town. Admittedly, we only have about 300 affordable units, but that's doubled in the last 10 years, 12 years, and we've renovated all of our units in the last 15. So we have done a good job. We were one of the first communities to put in place the building permit fee to create more funds for affordable housing. What communities like mine need is more money. The land in New Canaan costs roughly $1 million an acre. And builders, what they do is they come in and they threaten 830G building 100 units or 50 units. And they compromise down and we get 0 affordable units because builders don't make money on affordable units. And so, as I testified in front of the good chair of housing, there are bipartisan ways we can create more affordable housing. And this fair share is going to make people knee-jerk against affordable housing, not for affordable housing. You tell anybody in their community you're going to add this amount of units, whether it's affordable or not, we're 99% developed. They're not going to be receptive. This is not productive, in my humble opinion. Now, I did have a good conversation with the good majority leader about the Majority Leaders Roundtable Group. We have an amendment. I'm not going to call it. We're almost done. But I did ask the good majority leader if we could have some representation on that Majority Leaders Roundtable Group. Because if you read it, Section 534, there is very little representation, if any, from Lower Fairfield County, where I would offer to all of you, we need affordable housing more than anywhere else. It's the growth center of the state. Stamford is booming. We need more affordable housing in Lower Fairfield County, but I don't see representation in this roundtable group for Lower Fairfield County. I am certainly not an expert, but humbly, I believe that if the legislation that a number of us proposed, we would get more affordable housing in Lower Fairfield County. I'm not going to bore you with it right now. It's late, and we're getting ready to wrap up. Again, as you all know, I'm very appreciative of attempts at making legislation bipartisan. And I believe we've got a commitment from, I know you have a commitment from me to work towards creating more affordable housing in Fairfield County. But the way to do it is not to scare our constituents with a 20% increase in units, affordable units period, in our districts. That's not going to work. And so whatever numbers we come up with, it's just going to scare people away from doing what we all know we need to do, which is create more affordable housing. So I'm going to vote no, but I'm going to commit to the majority leader and the good chair to work to create more affordable housing in Fairfield County, in my community, but it has to have a local control component to it, so it's directed, and we need a carrot, not a stick. Help us financially, and don't scare us with these kind of numbers. It's going to have a negative reaction, and it's going to push people away from doing what we all know we need to do. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.